Look up. What was once an empty canvas of stars is now filling with motion. Hundreds, soon thousands of satellites orbiting Earth like clockwork, perfect choreographed precision. These aren't just tools, they're part of a global transformation, providing high-speed internet to mountain villages where fiber can't reach, streaming real-time data from melting glaciers, burning forests, or bustling cities. Satellite constellations are turning the sky into a living, thinking network, an always-on system that's watching, learning, and connecting our world. But with every launch, the sky grows more crowded. And in this new era of space infrastructure, the line between progress and peril is getting harder to track. So, what exactly is a satellite constellation? It's not a single satellite drifting quietly through space. It's a networked system of satellites, working in coordination across carefully calculated orbits. Most of them operate in low Earth orbit or medium Earth orbit. Range is much closer to Earth than traditional geostationary satellites. And that proximity matters. It means faster data transfers, lower latency, and the ability to provide global coverage with much smaller individual satellites. Unlike the old model, where one massive satellite covered a huge region, constellations divide and conquer. Imagine a mesh of high-speed nodes, weaving around the Earth like a moving digital shell, each one handing off signals to the next in a perfectly choreographed orbital ballet. Together, they create a seamless, ever-present system capable of supporting global internet access, as well as real-time Earth monitoring and a wide range of data services. It's like turning the entire sky into infrastructure. Over the past few years, we've entered a new kind of space race. Not for the Moon or Mars, but for orbit. It's a satellite gold rush, led by major players like SpaceX with Starlink, OneWeb, Amazon's Project Kuiper, and a growing wave of international and private ventures. Why the sudden explosion? The drivers are bold and increasingly essential. One is global connectivity. Billions of people still lack reliable internet. Satellite constellations promise to reach the remote mountains, deserts, and islands that fiber optics and cell towers can't. Another driver lies in Earth. Insights. These satellites aren't just broadcasting, they're watching, capturing real-time data on climate change, crop health, wildfire spread, and urban expansion with unprecedented clarity. One additional reason would be data-driven infrastructure. From self-driving vehicles to precision agriculture, to maritime tracking and supply chain optimization, satellite constellations are quietly powering the backbone of the digital Earth, and the scale, staggering. With plans for tens of thousands of satellites, we're witnessing a revolution. A reshaping of the invisible architecture that connects, navigates, and informs every aspect of modern life. This isn't just about looking down from space, it's about building a planet-wide nervous system. It's not just about streaming YouTube from the middle of the jungle. Satellite constellations are becoming the eyes and ears of the planet. Their reach goes far beyond communication, unlocking capabilities that were once the domain of science fiction. First would be disaster response. When wildfires break out, when hurricanes make landfall, or when rivers flood entire regions, satellites can capture, analyze, and transmit real-time imagery to responders on the ground. From orbit, they track the movement of flames, water, and people, turning hours of guesswork into minutes of insight. Then secondly, climate tracking. Deforestation in the Amazon, melting glaciers in Greenland, rising sea levels across Pacific Islands. With frequent high-resolution scans, these constellations provide the ongoing diagnostics of a planet in transition. Agriculture also needs it today. Farmers can now monitor crop health, soil moisture, and pest patterns from space. It's not just remote sensing, it's precision agriculture. It's helping produce more with less in a world that's running short on time and resources. Finally, but not the least, security and logistics. From military surveillance to global shipping, satellites offer enhanced GPS accuracy, border tracking, maritime visibility, and even protection against spoofing or cyber threats. And the result? A world that used to be observed in still snapshots is now seen in near real-time video. Earth is no longer a mystery waiting for a photo. It's a living feed. On satellite constellations are turning that feed into action. But this rapid rise of satellite constellations This vision of a fully connected Earth comes with a growing cost. Orbital crowding is no longer a hypothetical concern. It's happening. With over 10,000 active satellites already in orbiton, tens of thousands more planned, we are refacing a future where low Earth orbit becomes traffic clogged. Every satellite launched increases the risk of collision. And every collision, accidental or not, creates a spray of space debris, hurtling at speeds over 25,000 kilometers per hour. Even a fleck of metal at that velocity can destroy a spacecraft. Launch windows are getting narrower, constellations are beginning to overlap, and there is no universal traffic control system for space. Meanwhile, down on Earth, astronomers are sounding the alarm. Constellation satellites, especially in Leo, reflect sunlight and leave bright trails across long-exposure telescope images. Deep space observations of galaxies, black holes, even potential asteroid threats are being disrupted by our own technology. And this raises a much bigger, longer-term question. How do we manage the sustainability of space itself? Unlike Earth's surface, orbital real estate is limited and shared. There are only so many safe paths around the planet, and once they're full, they're full. Without global coordination, active cleanup, and smarter satellite design, we risk turning the very infrastructure we depend on into a minefield. Space may feel infinite, but when it comes to safe, stable, and sustainable orbit, it's already getting crowded. The momentum behind satellite constellations isn't slowing down. But the way forward must be more than just faster launches and smarter hardware. The future of this technology will hinge on something more complex and human: collaboration, coordination, and foresight. We need smart international regulations that go beyond national interests, guidelines that balance commercial expansion with environmental stewardship. We need space traffic management systems as sophisticated as our air traffic networks, capable of tracking, predicting, and adjusting orbits to avoid catastrophe. And most importantly, we need open dialogue between companies, scientists, astronomers, and governments to ensure that what we build in orbit doesn't just serve the present, but protects the future. The promise is extraordinary. A globally connected, data-rich, insight-driven planet, where information flows freely and disasters are detected before they strike. But realizing that promise won't come from innovation alone. It will take accountability. It will take global ethics. It will take a shared understanding that space is not limitless, and progress without planning leads to collision. The sky is becoming our infrastructure. Let's treat it like we'll need it for generations to come. Satellite constellations aren't just changing technology, they're changing perspective. They give us a new lens on Earth, where every moment, every corner of the planet can be seen, understood, and connected in real time. In this new era, the sky isn't the limit anymore. It's the infrastructure, a living web of orbiting intelligence, a global nervous system. What we build up there defines what's possible down here. Subscribe for more journeys through the networks shaping our world from Earth to orbit and beyond.